Hello everyone, my name is Mehek. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing fine and you're safe with your loved ones. And like always, I also hope that you guys are reading. Back with another interesting book by one of my most favorite authors, authors for self-help and inspiring books and books on spirituality. So I finished reading this one. It's called The Wisdom of Sundays by Oprah Winfrey. That's how it looks. I love how it looks. It's a hardcover. So I love Oprah Winfrey books. This is not the first book that I'm reading. I've also read her, I've got it here, two books, which is The Path Made Clear and What I Know For Sure. Now this book is something that I keep recommending it to each and every one. Most of the time I'm buying it as a gift for someone, or I'm just recommending and literally requesting people to read this book, because I feel some of the life's greatest lessons are packed in this book. And not just this book, I think all the three books by Oprah that I have including the one that I've just finished reading, I think they offer you a very profound perspective to look at things in life, which we all need, especially in the current times. So I think all the three books are something that I literally recommend to each and every one of you to read it. Now coming to this book, The Wisdom of Sundays, this book is basically divided into 10 chapters. Chapters about forgiveness, gratitude, grace, mindfulness, spirituality, love, and so on. Now what the author has basically done, if you know, the author has her show called the Super Sundays, in which the Super Soul Sundays, in which she basically calls visionaries and thought leaders from various fields, and she has these conversations which are basically targeted to enrich your body, mind, and spirit. These conversations basically revolve around spirituality and your personal fulfillment. So the author has kind of picked the best bits from those conversations, and she has enlisted in the form of essays and conversations in this book. So you'll have famous people like Arianna Huffington and Eckhart, Deepak Chopra, and so many others. Thought leaders and visionaries are present in this book. They're having conversations with Oprah, and she's asking them questions about spirituality, mindfulness, and so that is what this book is all about. Another thing that is really favorite in this book are the beautiful pictures. Like, I won't be able to show you properly, but if you see, there are some really nice pictures in this book. Nature, it's beautiful. So these pictures actually are, most of them are from Oprah's house in Santa Barbara, and if you look at these pictures, they're beautiful pictures taken of the nature. And that's what one thing that I really love about this book is these beautiful illustrations and pictures of the nature. Now, like I said, the book is distributed into 10 chapters, and there's a lot of wisdom and a lot of themes in this book with regards to various topics. But for me, there were 5 major themes that I kind of connected with, and I have taken away like the biggest takeaway from this book. So which that basically revolves around 5 themes. The first one is obviously about spirituality. Now the author says what is spirituality, or what does it means to be spiritual, is when you go out and look for something more, something that is higher than your body and mind, and when you look for that, you actually bump into love, compassion, real peace, and real joy. That is what spirituality means. Then another thing is mindfulness. Mindfulness is basically being human completely and being alive. It's when you're really present at this moment which is happening with you right now. And when you do that, now these words are beautiful. When you do that, when you achieve mindfulness, it's actually a constant state of prayer. It could be when you're painting, when you're reading a book, or any work, when you, for that matter, when you're making a tea also, if you're really present in that moment, that whole activity can be actually a prayer, because you achieve so much peace from it. Yeah, so that is about mindfulness. Another thing is about forgiveness. Now the words that I say next are something that you probably want to highlight, because that is something that I is one of my favorite lesson from this book. Is what is forgiveness? So forgiveness is something wherein you're given the hope that the past could be any better. So yeah, you might want to hear that again. Forgiveness is to forgive is when you give up the hope that the past could be any different. You move on, you give up that the past is going to be any different, and you move on. You basically because you love yourself so much and you want to stop hurting yourself, that's when you realize that you have to finally move on and you have to embrace forgiveness. So yeah, that is again one of my favorite lessons about forgiveness from this book. The fourth theme is about gratitude, which is my favorite topic, and it can be clearly summarized into one sentence, that if the only prayer in your life you say is thank you, that is more than enough. So the moment you start embracing gratitude and showing gratitude in your life, that's when universe gives you all the more reasons to be grateful for. So make sure that even if you're saying only one prayer every day, that prayer is wherein you just say thank you for so many blessings in your life. And lastly, about love, which is again a very profound learning for me from this book. What is true love? True love is when you decide to be the best even when the opposite person is not at their best. So how do you do that? Is when you channel grace, when you show grace, when you show mercy, and when you show compassion. And what you show or what you give is what you get. So true love is when you are at your best when the opposite person is not at your best. So yeah, these were the major 5 themes that I really loved in this book. And like I said, a book that I would recommend to each one of you. Lastly, before winding up, there are towards the end, the author has asked 4 major questions that I think most of us have those questions, and we keep asking them in our life at a different point of time. And she has asked these questions to these famous people, and they've given the answers. There are a list of answers, but I have kind of highlighted my favorite answers, and I'm going to quickly read it out to you. I hope it helps you too. So the first question is, what is the soul? A soul is your spirit. It is your love of humanity. It is your belief that there is more than you. I think it's a very beautiful definition of soul. Next is one of my favorite questions. What is the difference between spirituality and religion? We each one of us say that I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. What does that mean exactly? Spirituality is the kind of fearless seeking nature. Like a nature wherein you go and ask questions like, what made a tree? Who am I? Where did I come from? What made something out of nothing? How do I live? How am I supposed to live? Where do I go when I die? That is spirituality, the seeking of truth. And it takes fearlessness to seek after truth. Religions are attempt to answer the questions, and some of those answers are great and beautiful. And some of them are just dogma and rules that get us into trouble. My rules are better than your rules, and then we fight about them. So spirituality is the questioning, and religions are our attempts to answers. That was beautiful, right? Okay, and the third question, what do you think is our world's greatest wound? Our inability to realize that we are all the same. We come from the same place and we are going to go back to the same place. We are all just the same. The last question, what do you think is the purpose of this human experience? Why are we here? I think that the purpose of the human experience is for the soul to blossom in human form here on earth. Rather than finding heaven on earth, I think we are asked to release heaven by living on earth. So I think we need to do those deeds that literally that we become this human form, that we release heaven on earth. So yeah, these were the 4 questions and my 4 favorite answers. And yeah, so I think lastly I would just say, just go for this book. Like they say, when you're looking for enlightenment or wisdom, you go to the wise. So this is the wise. There are a lot of great lessons, not just in this book and this book. These all 3 books are packed with such great insights and wisdom about life and in general spirituality, and I definitely recommend this book to each one of you. Thank you. I'm going to see you next week with another interesting title. Till then, please take care and be with your loved ones and stay safe. Bye bye.